Hi guys, today we will start our discussion on ethics paper. So ethics paper, that is General Studies paper 4, is very important for our examination, that is involving 250 marks, and this ethics paper is uh, very crucial for your uh, essay paper also. What you are learning for ethics paper is highly beneficial for your essay paper also, and also for interview in that perspective. So people usually think that, or a fresher who is preparing for the examination think that ethics paper is very simple, the simplest paper in all paper. Like that will be the mentality of a fresher who is preparing for the examination. So he will think that some things they will be giving like ethics, morality, or some kind of ideas they will be giving, and we have to write about that. Yeah, we all know about morality, ethics, so we'll write about that in our own perspective. So no need of any preparation, or they will be giving any kind of quotes from any eminent person. So we'll read and we will write about it something at least. So this will be the mentality of a fresher who is preparing for the examination. So I must say that this mentality is highly wrong, is completely wrong. You have to prepare for ethics paper, but not in a way which you are preparing for other paper, like mugging up or studying so much things from other books, or like that. So here you have to prepare for ethics in a different way. So after preparing for ethics paper, there will be only one thing, that is before ethics and after ethics. Before preparation for ethics and after preparation for ethics. That means your mentality, your way of thinking, and your reasoning, critical thinking, all will be, or your way of thinking will be completely different. So that is the main crux of the preparation of the ethics paper. It's not like you are reading and by hearting anything. It's not like that. So we will start our discussion on ethics paper, that is General Studies paper 4 mains. So as I told you in the beginning, it's very much beneficial and important for our essay paper also, and it is highly important for our interview also. So as I told you, the complete view of our understanding, or our what I can say, our this inner perspective will be completely changed after the preparation. So that must be the level of preparation you have to undergo for ethics paper. It's not like reading some books by hearting and writing. It's not like that. Also with that you have to practice answer writing for ethics. So okay, this is the thing which I have to say to you in the beginning. So we will go inside. Okay. So also I am not using any slides for this tutorial or this session. So I will be just writing. So I thought that this way of explanation will be beneficial than giving some slides and explanation. So yeah, it may took some lag in between writing. So but it is the correct way of doing, I think. But okay. So we'll start with the ethics paper. So ethics. Okay. So so in the very beginning, you have to understand what is a concept. What is a concept? What is a concept? So we have to understand what is a concept. So okay, so in your mind there will be many definitions for a concept. It's an idea, it's a view, it's a, what I can say, it's a product of your thinking, it's a product of your reasoning, or it's a bundle of ideas. So there will be so much things in your mind when I write the word concept. Okay. So you will be thinking why this guy is talking about concept, why is emphasizing on concept. So before learning ethics paper or before start preparing for ethics, you have to understand what is a concept. You translate this meaning concept into your own language and try to find out what this word is word point to. Okay, so a concept, I will say the definition. A concept is a keyword or a phrase conveying a significant meaning. It's a concept. It's a phrase or a word conveying a significant meaning. It's a phrase or a word which is having a significant meaning. Okay, so it's a concept. So I'll give you an example. So during you all heard about this milkman of India, that is Varghese Kurian. So during one of his interviews, he's asked about what is pasteurization. He's been asked that what is pasteurization. So you emphasize on the word pasteurization. What is pasteurization? So now you will be going back to your old high school classes, pasteurization and all that process, etc. And long paragraph about pasteurization, how it is done, who is the first person who discovered this method, and what this method is for, like that. So you will be in your mind now pasteurization. When someone asks you about pasteurization, you will be trying to recall the scientific method or some methods involving for pasteurization. So you will be fetching for some technical terms for pasteurization, etc. So what he replied that it is a process of preserving milk. It's that simple. Okay, you don't need to go for any technical terms. You don't need to go inside the method also. It's just that simple. It's a method. It's a process of preserving milk. Is that enough? So this was the answer when asked about Varghese Kurian was asked about pasteurization. So this is so that simple that your every concept, what I am trying to say is that your every concept must be crisp and clear. Okay, your every concept must be crisp and clear. You don't need to go for any technical terms or something and all those book definitions. No need of anything. So if someone asks about any concept, someone asks about you on any concept, you have to answer in your own word. You have to answer in your own ways. You don't need to write the book definition, or you don't need to go inside, very deep inside in every concept or nothing. You have to be crispy clear, that you have to give a overall crispy clear answer. That's it. You don't know, no need of going inside the huge definition and scientific things. Okay, it's that simple. So in our paper there are 3 types of concept involved. In our paper, GS4 ethics paper, there are 3 types of concept they are emphasizing. That is, one thing is direct concept given in UPSC. So direct concept which is given by UPSC syllabus. Okay, one thing is direct. There are three types of concepts in our examination. One thing is direct concept, which is given in the UPSC syllabus. Like example, uh, ethics, integrity, aptitude, attitude, like that. It is given in the syllabus paper. So there are some, I think, some few concepts are there. So there are the which are the, these are the direct concept which is given by the UPSC. Okay, for the examination. So another one is second one is derivative concept. Another one is derivative concepts. So these are the concept which is derived, which can be derived from the direct concepts. Like for example, integrity, trust. Okay. Integrity, trust. So these can be derived from the direct concept which is given by UPSC in their syllabus. So like from ethics or morality we can derive integrity, trust. So these are the derivative concepts. And the third concept is implicitly or indirect concept. There is direct concept and indirect concept. Like ethics, morality. So these are the three types of concepts which we have to go for in our paper. Okay, there are direct concept, there is derivative concept, there is indirect concept. So direct concepts are which is given in the UPSC syllabus itself. That is like okay, there are few which is given, and from this direct concept we can derive some other concepts like example integrity, trust. Okay, so as well as there is indirect concepts also. So these three types of concepts. So there are hundreds of concepts involving these three types of concepts. So you will be confused what is a concept. So concept is a, like I will give you an example. Ethics, it's a concept. Secularism, it's a concept. Modernism is a concept. Culture is a concept. Morality is a concept. Integrity, trust, aptitude, attitude, all these are concepts. So these are the concepts, three types of concepts, and these are concepts. So I have explained about what are the types of concepts which are being asked for our paper. Okay, so in our next section we will be going inside each and every concept. Okay, so I am stopping this first session here. So in the next class, in the next session, we will be going deep inside each and every concept from direct concept, derivative concept, indirect concepts also. The concepts are ethics, integrity, that kind of things, secularism, culture, integrity, value, spirit of service, then commitment, attitude, morality, aptitude. So these are the concepts. In the very beginning I told you about concepts. So these are the concepts. So in the next session we will be going deep inside each and every concept. Once you understand the deep meaning of these concepts, you will be able to write answers. Okay, so if you are not understanding what is a concept, you cannot write anything. You cannot write answers for the questions. Like for example, if you are being asked about morality in one session and one question, and the second question is go down, you are being asked about ethics. So unless and until you know the difference between what is morality and what is ethics, you can write the answer. Okay, so if you are not knowing what is the difference between morality and ethics, you cannot write or attempt those two questions, right? So you need to understand what is concept. Actually, there is an idea. There is a bundle of meaning. Okay, meaning or some ideas or some, what I can say, some bundle of ideas or some bundle of meaning. So we will call them together with a single word which is called concept. Okay, in one single word we'll be calling a set of meaning or set of idea using a single word that is a concept. So now we only know about this single word only. We are only experienced in hearing only the single word like ethics, morality, value, then what I can say, aptitude, attitude, like that. So we are in day-to-day life we are hearing about ethics, morality, value, aptitude, etc. But we don't know the reverse meaning. We don't know the set of ideas or meaning which is point to the single word. We are only experienced in hearing this single word only, but we don't know what this word contain, what all meaning and what all ideas or what all dimensions of meaning this each word contain. So we are just using these words day to day, right, without knowing the core meanings of this word. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. Reverse engineering. We will take each and every concept and we will go for the inner meaning or what this word mean by. Okay, so this is our first step and this is our first session and I am stopping here. Okay, goodbye.